What in your past do you still think about every single day? Old mistakes still replay, regrets still sting, memories, both good and bad, still pull at you like chains tied to the past. And the strange thing is, life keeps moving forward anyway. Ancient philosophers understood something most people never fully realize. Suffering is not always caused by what happens to us. It is often caused by our refusal to release it. By the end of this video, I'll give you a 7-day exercise that can actually shift this. The Stoics, Buddhists, and Taoist thinkers all warned about the same trap: living mentally in a world that no longer exists. The past cannot be changed, but it can quietly consume your present if you keep carrying it. In this video, in 5 parts, we'll explore powerful ancient wisdom about letting go, moving forward, and finally finding peace in the present moment. Part 1. Here's what no one tells you about letting go. The past is beyond your control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught one of the most important ideas in philosophy. Some things are within your control, some things are not. Your actions, within your control. Your thoughts, within your control. The past, never. And yet many people spend years arguing with reality in their minds. If only I had said this. If only I had made a different choice. If only things turned out another way. But reality does not negotiate with regret. The Stoics believed that emotional suffering grows when we demand that life should have happened differently. The more tightly you grip to the past, the heavier life becomes. Epictetus taught that peace begins the moment you stop trying to control what is already gone. Not because the past does not matter, but because your life is still happening right now. Part 2. This is why the mind clings so desperately to pain. The Buddha believed the human mind naturally clings to things: memories, identities, pain, loss, and even suffering itself. Why? Because the mind believes holding on to pain somehow protects us from the future pain. But often it does the opposite. It traps us. You replay conversations, revisit old wounds, mentally relive moments that no longer exist, and slowly the past becomes stronger than the present. The Buddha taught, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. This is why mindfulness became such a central practice in Buddhism. Not to escape life, but to return to it. To notice your breathing, your surroundings, the exact moment. Because peace cannot exist inside of a constant mental time travel. The present moment is the only place where life actually happens. Part 3. Who are you? One thing is sure. You are not who you used to be. When I was 8, I built my own bike out of parts from bikes that had been discarded. A bike meant freedom. On the morning of my 16th birthday, I got my dad to take me down to the DMV in Downers Grove, Illinois. A driver's license meant freedom. In my youth, freedom meant going out into the world, away from my everyday life. Now that I'm older, freedom is a totally different experience. It's seeing my grandchildren win their first soccer game of the year. It's a long discussion about nothing with a friend. It's lying on my back and watching the night sky roll by. I held on to my youthful ideas about freedom and my identity being wrapped up in that for way too long. And it hurt me. But happily, I eventually let go, and that allowed me to be free in a much different way today. There are many reasons people struggle to let go of their past. One of the most common is because they define themselves by old versions of who they used to be. But ancient philosophy reminds us, everything changes. The Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu compared life to flowing water. Water does not cling to where it has been. It moves. And human beings are meant to move too. But many people mentally freeze themselves into one chapter of life. They keep identifying with their worst moment, biggest failure, greatest achievement, lost love, as though life ended there. But you are not the same person you were 5 years ago, maybe not even 1 year ago. Life is movement. Growth requires release. And sometimes the greatest act of wisdom is allowing yourself to become someone new. Part 4. The present is smaller than your imagination. But our Doctor Who friends know it's bigger on the inside. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to stay anchored in the present. He wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." Because most suffering exists in imagination. Think about it. When people obsess over the past, they are usually replaying interpretations, fears, or imagined scenarios, not reality itself. But the actual present moment is often far calmer than the stories inside our heads. Right now, in this exact moment, you're breathing, you're alive, capable of beginning again. That is why ancient philosophers repeatedly return to the same idea. Focus on today, not forever, not 10 years, not what already happened. Today. This moment is manageable, and that realization can change your life. Part 5. Are you afraid of forgetting? Many people think letting go means pretending something never happened. But ancient wisdom never taught denial. The Stoics did not say ignore pain. Buddhists did not erase memory. Taoists did not say life would never hurt. Instead, they taught something far more powerful. Accept reality fully, without allowing it to poison the rest of your life. You can remember without reliving. You can learn without remaining trapped. You can carry wisdom without carrying suffering. Letting go means the past no longer controls your emotional state every day. It means reclaiming your attention, your energy, your life. Ancient philosophers across different cultures all arrived at the same similar truth. Peace begins when resistance to reality ends. The past is gone. No amount of thinking can rewrite it. But your life is still unfolding right now. And maybe the most powerful thing that you can do is stop asking the past to change and start allowing yourself to move forward. Let's do a little experiment. After all, philosophy is just a bunch of words if you don't put it into practical use. Choose one thing in your past that you are having trouble letting go of. Doesn't have to be a big thing, just something to use for this experiment. Go ahead and pause the video if you need some time. And maybe choose a small one to start. Okay, let's get started. Now that you have something you can't let go of firmly in your mind, I'm sorry about that, let's ask a few questions. Is the thing in your past causing you suffering now? Do you feel that replaying it in your mind will help protect you from experiencing it again in the future? Are you the same person now as you were then? Do you believe you are remembering correctly, or could you be exaggerating it in your mind? Are you afraid that if you let go of the past, you will forget it? So here's the experiment. For the next week, answer each of these questions once daily. The answers may or may not change. Don't worry about that. Just answer them truthfully at the time. And consider reviewing this video halfway through the week to see if you gain new insights. Hopefully this will bring some clarity to the issue and you can begin to move forward. Now, philosophy thrives in conversation and argument. Tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you are finally ready to let go of? Check the description and pinned comment for resources that will help you apply these ideas to your daily life. And if you found this helpful, I would truly appreciate it if you give a gentle tap to the like and subscribe buttons. And always remember, in all things and in all times, be a philosopher.